Welcome guys, Raj Sangha here of Car Audio Security. Another Rocky Patel bass van update. It's been a few weeks, I think 5 or 6 weeks since we shot our last update. Now in between that time, as much as we've tried to do an update, the workshop has just been flat out. And today's actually the only opportunity we have of some downtime in the workshop. So we thought, you know what, clear up the space and we'll show you what we've done. Now, firstly, I need to apologize because the workshop is a mess. Now, it's going through a complete revamp. It's taking its time, as everything is. So ignore the mess you're going to see behind me. Hopefully in 2 or 3 months' time, the work is all done and we'll have a spanking fresh new workshop. So let's start with this bass van update. Okay guys, where do we start? Let's start with the stereo. So in the previous episode, I showed you the Kenwood 10-inch screen that was going in, DMX9720XDS 10-inch floating display. That's now in situ. That's a fantastic unit. You need to see the specs of this unit. There's already a video that we uploaded a couple of months ago explaining what this unit does, the features. Make sure you watch that. That unit just was a bit of a ball ache to get in, but it's in. It's not fitted flush. That's obviously going to be done once we run all the cables and so on, but it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. Now, door cards. We have dynamatted behind the door cards. That was done in the previous episode. You can see some of the dynamat here. And what we've used is fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin to build out the door cards. First fix, so they are a little bit loose, as you can see there, and they're in 2 separate parts. So the lower part has 3 Rockford 6.5-inch coaxial speakers in there, the Punch series. In fact, here we go. So these are going to fit here. These are 2-way Punch coaxials with a tweeter built in. So 3 of these in each door. Now, on the top, we're going to have 2 horn tweeters. That's on both sides. They will fit beautifully there. These will kick out a lot of top-end treble. Now, Rocky has insisted that when he goes to a show or whenever he's cruising around, whatever it may be, he wants to be heard. Not just the bass, but the top end. So the only way we can get that top end, that treble heard, is by using horn tweeters. These sound absolutely amazing, and these will do the job perfectly. So we've got 2 of these in either door. Let's have a look at the back. Now, another apology. Rockford Fosgate got an absolute bollocking off the guys in the US. We're using an old logo. Now we thought it'd be kind of cool because it's an old retro van. We thought it's cool to use an old logo, but they insisted we change it. So sorry guys, next video, this logo will be removed and we'll have a fresh new logo on there, the current logo. Now, let's open the van. Looks like we've done nothing. Actually, we've done a lot, but we've had to strip it all out to show you what we've done. So yeah, you've got the dynamat, you've got the plywood on the floor, but the boxes for the subs are already made. So what we're going to do now is we're going to position the boxes one by one, show you how they fit into the van. But before we do that, we're going to weigh the boxes. Now, our biggest concern here is the amount of weight we are adding to this van. Leaf springs at the back's going to drop a lot. So there's going to have to be a discussion with you, Rocky. Sorry, mate. Going to need more money. Are we going airlift performance? Are we putting bags on your van to raise it so you could drive it? Or are we doing some with the leaf spring? So we need to have a chat, Rocky. I know you're a busy guy, but please come see me and drop some more money off when you do come by.
Plus.
Cheers, mate. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually weigh everything that's going into the van and work out the amount of weight we are adding to this vehicle. We're also going to measure the distance from the floor to the bottom of the wheel arch. So this is not stock ride height. This is actually slightly lower than what the van should be sitting at. But having had the equipment already in the van, I know where this sits. but we're going to show you the amount of weight we're adding and what it's doing to the leaf springs. So we're going to measure from here to the bottom of the wheel arch, stock ride height or current ride height, and then where it's sitting at once we put the equipment in. So let's start with that. We have 3 subwoofer enclosures designed for the bass van. Now these are made of 3/4 inch MDF, double skinned on the top to give that sort of added strength because there's going to be a lot of air movement. The calculations for the box sizes and the ports have been done using Rockford Fosgate software. And we have 3 boxes. Well, why have we gone with 3 boxes? 2 reasons. First reason is the weight. Now to make one big box to house 6 woofers, 100 kilos, 150 kilos, I don't know. That'll be the weight. Very, very difficult to move around and try and get into the van. Second reason is, I don't think one box will actually fit in the van. The way the wheel arches are contoured, it'll be impossible to move that box around and get it into the van. So we've had to make it in 3 enclosures. Once the boxes are in place, you will not know that there are 3 enclosures there because there will be a sort of panel that sits on top. But this is how we've done it. So you can see MDF wood, battened, nicely routed out, screwed, glued, nailed, really, really solid enclosures that we've made here. So let's start putting these into the van. But before we do that, I've got one of the batteries here. So previous episode, I mentioned batteries. So we are using 4 of these Stinger batteries, these dry cell batteries. These will be fitted in the next episode, but it's here. I thought I'll show it to you. So let's start by weighing the boxes and then putting them into the van one by one. Okay, so in order to weigh the boxes, I'm gonna need some help because they're quite heavy. So I've had to bring over Mr. Muscles from the office. What are you saying, Palm? All good, all good, all good. Yeah, whatever. We'll start with a lighter one just in case he does his back in because we don't know with him. So we're gonna weigh each box and then obviously we're gonna have a sort of running total of how much weight we're putting into the van. We'll start with this one. Palm, let's go.
Yeah, so what do you reckon the weight's gonna be?
That's gotta be a good 30 kgs, at least. 32, how's that?
So what, closest wins lunch, yeah? Loser buys lunch.
All right, if that's the case. Some really cheap stuff in Southall at the moment.
35 kg maybe?
Okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go.
Come on, up it goes. All right. Is it stable? I think someone's been cheating. How did you know that's 35? Okay, let me just...
Hold on, there you go.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to agree that Palm is a little bit closer. That does look like 35 kg. So
35, 36 kg, so look. Happy days. Double Whopper meal, please, with cheese.
They don't do that in Southall. I have to get a curry or a biryani.
Oh.
बस भाई बस फट जाएगा पेट.
All right, Palm, off.
Yeah.
This way, mate. Okay, so 35 kgs. Now, these 2 boxes are more or less identical, but spun the other way around, and you'll understand what I mean when they're fitted in the van. Yes, there's an extra section, so there's quite a lot of additional MDF here. So, ooh.
Hold on. So, the weight on this, right? Ooh.
This is going to be a good 45 kgs. So, you ready, Palm?
Yep, let's go.
Okay. Stable?
Shit. That sounds like it just broke.
Okay. Well, it's hovering around 50 kgs.
Let go, let go, let go.
No, it's going to fall back. So it's hovering around 50 kgs. I don't think we had a bet on this. He just asked me for the weight, so he messed up there. So hold on, let's just try and do that again. Whoa.
54, 55 kg or something.
Let me try and get it straight and then I can just say. Actually, let me try and balance it, Palm. Let's try and balance it. Okay, like I'm just going to put a finger on it like that. Okay, could you hold it? You hold it. I'm going to try and press that whole button. Don't move it.
I'm not.
Okay, guys. So it's 52 kgs on this box. So we're going to go with an assumption that the other box is identical. So another 52 kgs. So we're at 52. That's 104. I think this was 36, was it?
36.
So that's 140 kgs. That's 140 kgs of just MDF we are adding. That's without the subs, and that's without any of the other equipment. So that's a start. Now, before we put these in the van, we need to take that measurement that I mentioned earlier on. Need a tape measure. Oh, Palm, tape measure, please. Cheers. Nice one, mate. Okay, so let us measure from the floor to the bottom of the arch. 600 mil. Don't know if you can see that. 600 mil. Now, bear in mind that this is not stock ride height. So the van has already been lowered by Rocky or the previous owner. We're now gonna throw these boxes in and see what difference that makes to the ride height. It's gonna be substantial. Let's do it. Okay guys, that was hard work. So hence why we're using 3 boxes instead of 1. Can you imagine trying to lift 140 kilograms of MDF? Plus the box would not fit in the van. With the wheel arches and so on, trying to twist the box in will be nigh on impossible. So that's why we've used 3 boxes. Now, there are your 3 boxes. Don't worry about the gaps. They've got to be positioned accordingly. They've got to be bolted in and screwed into each other as well so they don't move. There are some panels that sit on either side and on the top, so it holds the complete structure in place. And then here is where the amps will be housed or shown or displayed. And then along the bottom, we're gonna have some batteries. So first things first, we're gonna take a measurement, the additional weight and what it's done to the leaf springs and the drop. So if you remember, we were at 600 mil from the floor to the wheel arch. We are now at 560, so 40 mil, that's the drop. And that's just the 3 boxes. We've still got to put the other MDF panels in place, and we've got to put the amps in place today. So let's start with that, slowly build it up, show you how the amps are going to sit, and then we'll take some measurements as well. Five amplifiers here. There is a 6th amplifier, and that'll be sitting on a board in the middle here. These are the 3 4-channel amplifiers, and then you've got the 3 Rockwood Fosgate Punch mono amplifiers to run the 6 subwoofers that are going inside the cabin. So we have some slots here, and we have some marker points here. These are going to be for those horn tweeters, same as what we're using in the front. They're going to fit nicely in there. So again, when you open the back doors and the doors are open, the front doors are open, the bass will be firing everywhere, but we'll have some sound that travels out the back. So we're going to have 3 horn tweeters there, another horn tweeter on either side, and 2 of the punch coaxials mounted there as well. So that will give a lot of crisp mid and top end from the back of the vehicle. Finally, this section here is where the batteries will be housed. So we're having 4 of these Stinger batteries, and I believe they are going in that way. Oop. Sorry. They're going in that way. So we have 4 batteries there. Obviously, all the wiring is going to be hidden behind or underneath. Obviously, the guys will do that. Let's take another measurement, see where we're at, and I'll tell you how much weight we've added as well. So, tape measure at hand. We are now at 550 mil. So 50 mil the actual suspension has dropped by from the just underneath of the wheel arch, and that's obviously without the subwoofers and the other batteries and so on. So there's a lot of weight still to be added. How much have we added? 140 kilograms on the 3 boxes. This amp rack was about 35 kilograms. I think we've just shown you that. All the other MDF panels and so on, in total, that's another 105 kilograms we've added. So we're at 250 kilograms at this moment in time. That also includes the Dynamat. So we have used 5 bulk kits, Dynamat Extreme. Each bulk kit has 9 sheets. Each bulk kit weighs 10 kilograms. So we've put about 50 kilograms of Dynamat bulk kit in the van itself. That's included in the 250 kilograms. I reckon by the time we're all said and done, we're going to be at 500 kilograms. Half a ton of weight is going to be added to this van. Guaranteed these leaf springs are going to give way. So going back to what I said earlier, Rocky, come talk to me, give me some more money.
120,000.
Let me know what you want to do. Are we putting airlift suspension on here? If we are, you know the number because I've already messaged you. So guys, thanks for watching. It's been a fantastic journey just getting it to here, but there's a lot more to come. Hopefully in the next episode, we will have some audio. We may actually have the subs in place. But yeah, keep watching. Obviously, like, subscribe. That's very important. Comments. Fire away. Any questions you have. The equipment, the Rockford Fosgate equipment you're using, anything about the batteries, the boxes, anything you have, anything you think we should do. We still haven't discussed lighting. Rocky, what are we doing with the lighting? More money, please.
320,000 naira belongs to me. I'm rich.
So, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you're loving this old school retro max power going back in the day video. See you soon.